Hi all, Archana here. What do you think is success? So success is not destination, it's a journey. Success means different things to different people. For instance, for a sports person, the real success is winning of shields and medals. And for a person, if a person really wants to become rich, so the real success is when he or she becomes a millionaire. And for other people, success means the real well-being and happiness. So when we talk about success, we all think success comes just from luck. But apart from luck, there are few habits which we need to learn and of course imply them in our daily life. So here are the topmost 10 habits of successful people. So the very first point is goal setting. So goal setting are of two types, that is short term and long term goals. For instance, if we take a example of a CEO. So when if a person wants to become a CEO, his main goal is initially he is a marketer. He will do his marketing and then later he wants to reach his goal. So firstly you have to have your goal setting. So when we talk about goal setting, CEO, we have many steps to get to the CEO level. So if for instance if we can say a person wants to become a CEO, he first has to do get into marketing. He has to give a lot of presentations, and by step he will reach short term goals. And then once if he reaches the short term goals, he will go for the long term goals, wherein his goal is to become a CEO. So this is about goal setting. So next point is about organization. So when we talk about organization, it's all about to-do list. When I say to-do list, it is about planning and setting of goals, and your priority should be the setting of goals. So to-do list means this is one of the most frequent habits any person could have to achieve his goal. So he has to be first organized. He need to have to-do list, that is what he is going to do the next day. So the previous day he will have the to-do list of to get his things organized. He will keep his things organized. For instance, you can say if you have meetings and if you have whatever things you has to be done, you have a to-do list. Apart from that, you have to be punctual. So when you talk about punctual, that is you have to first keep yourself organized. You have to rise early. Most successful people, when we I have come across in one of the article that most successful people rise early, that is in the morning at 5 a.m. That is nothing but you have to respect time. You have to stay punctual, and of course for all this you have to rise early. When you rise early, you can keep your things organized. So when you have to do list, you work on this, you work on it accordingly, and later this is how you keep yourself organized. And this is what is all about organization. And the third point, we are talking about personal care. So when we talk about personal care, what is personal care? So it's all about personal care is nothing but you have to follow some diet, exercise, and of course it even helps you to stay fit for the rest of the day. Apart from your personal care, when I say personal care, it is not about only your being physically fit but also mentally. When we talk about physically fit, we follow diet, we do exercise, and of course we follow hygiene, which is we can say a high disciplined lifestyle. And apart from that, when we talk about mentally staying fit, you can say doing some exercise and spending some 10 minutes for at least 10 minutes into meditation, and of course deep breathing. So this is about personal care. So next is when you talk about honesty. So what is honesty? Honesty is nothing but you have to first make sure that you are honest to yourself at your work. So when you are honest to yourself, you can be honest at your work, and of course with the co-workers whom you are working with. So when we say honest, again here again comes the same, like you have to wake up in the morning, you whatever you have set your goals for, you have to stay organized with that and be honest to yourself with what you do, and of course along with people who you work. So when you're honest to yourself, when you're honest to your with your work, when you're honest to achieve your goals, you can of course be honest with others as well. And the next point comes is calm and stay composed. So when we talk about calm and stay composed, so during presentation, if you are going for a presentation, you have to relax yourself. You need to keep yourself calm if you have to give a presentation. So when you take an example again of a CEO, if he has to go for a presentation, what he is supposed to do? He has to stay calm. So the best way I'll tell you is to stay calm. Even if you do not want to get into any argument with any people, even at home or personally or officially, you need to stay calm. So even people say that if you have to stay calm, if you lose your temper, you have to stay calm. How do you stay calm? Just you can drink a glass of water and relax yourself. So even CEOs, what they do is before they go in for to the presentation, they just drink a glass of water. They keep themselves calm so that they can give the presentation to their best. So this is how you can stay calm and composed. And the next point, what I'm going to talk about is being optimistic. So when I say being optimistic, so when I say it is all about being optimistic is always think positive, and you can always say that whatever you think, whatever you see it in a positive manner, and you have to say yes, it is all for the best. So this is the strategy people have. They never lose their hopes. Whatever they see or whatever they do it in a positive way, and they always think in a positive way. Even if something happens, they think it is all for the best and they just move on. This is how you have to be optimistic. And the next point when you talk about is never not to get influenced by others. So when I say not to get influenced by, you need to have patience. Nothing comes easily, yes, of course. So you have to focus on your goal. So you need to have patience. You will find a lot of hurdles coming across you, but you have to stay calm and of course be patient. When I say yes, be patient, it is all about you have to listen to what others say. So you can never jump into conclusions when somebody is trying to communicate to you. So you need to have patience, and you should be first, you need to be a good listener. If you are a good listener, only then you can achieve your goal. So that's how you can become success. And the next point is what I'm going to talk about. Ninth point is about communication. So when we talk about communication, if you are if you are not good at communicating, you can never become successful. Yes. So when you talk about communication, communication is very important to become successful. So you have seen most of the successful people, they are good at communicating. So when we talk, yes, when you speak to people, we have seen even in medias, when you see successful people, they communicate with others to know more and more about the subject, on what they do, how they become successful. So communication is very important. And last is do your homework. So when I say do your homework, yes, for instance, I can say before giving a presentation, or even if you go anywhere out, you have to do your homework. That is, you have to practice, you have to do a lot of rehearsals so that you can give good presentation. So this is how you have to do your homework. If you keep repeatedly every time, if you do your homework, you become well versed in that particular subject, what you really want to do. So this is another point wherein if you have to become successful. So there are a lot of things. I can give a lot of examples like how to become a successful. You can take a example of a student too. So if a student wants to become a successful, as I told you at the very first thing, to become a successful success, to be success is not a destination, it is a journey. So our life has to go on. So when if you take an example of a student as he goes to the higher grade, of course he will get through his schoolings and then he will get into college, and later he has to if he wants to pursue his medical, he will keep doing his he will keep going to higher classes, then he will finally do his medical. Here in every stage you can see every stage is a success when he gets through into every stage but that is not, this is a journey. The real success is when he achieves his doctorate. So it is a journey. Success is always not a destination, but it's a journey. So you, even if you see most of the great personalities who are great successors, their their journey, the journey goes on. Of course they become success, but they never stop. There is no end for the success. It is a journey and it has to go on and it will keep moving on. So these are the 10 habits of successful people. If you apply this in your life, and if you really want to become success in your life, you need to have these 10 habits, and if you need to imply them in your life to become real success. So I hope this video was useful and informative to you all. Let's meet up in my next video. Please do subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and relatives. Let's meet up in my next video. Till then,